My name is Jim Cash, and I'm the mayor of Mountain View, Arkansas. And I've lived here all of my life. Even my wife and we're home folks here. We're called city kids. Got into the timber business and was in it for 20 years. Then in 1986, I thought, I'd like to be mayor of Mountain View. I'd like to see some things change here because of us being a tourist town and a tourist county. And in '87, I wanted to be mayor because I wanted to see things move forward. I felt like maybe Mountain View might not be moving forward like I thought it should, so I run, and I guess you'd call it unlucky, and end up getting elected. So I was mayor from '87 to '90, and then I got beat. Run one more time and got beat again. In 2006, I said, okay, I'll run again. Well, I fooled around, I got unlucky again and got elected. I remember the first day I was in office, I walked in, sat down, and we had $9,000 worth of bills on my desk, and we had $7,700 in the bank. But anyhow. So really, I guess we got started in the tourist business back then. Then in around 1963, Jimmy Driftwood, who wrote the Battle of New Orleans and the Tennessee Stud, was born and raised at Timbo, and of course he was a great folklorist, musician, and he went all over the country, Europe and everywhere. And they got this folk music started here with bluegrass music with older people from here that, back in the olden days, they didn't have anything to do after work except maybe play music on the weekend, and they'd go to people's houses and barn dances and things, and there were quite a few musicians here. So that kind of started that, and it started in the courthouse, of course, in the wintertime up in the courtroom, and then when summertime it warmed up out in the front on the lawn. They had a stage set up and people played music and for free, and of course that drew people from everywhere. The word got out, come to Mountain View for the free music and things. And I've been around people all my life, and I think I know people. The main thing for me is the kids and the elderly people. If you'll just stop and think, it don't look too bright for them right now in the future. So let's try to help them as much as we can. Of course, I'm a sports-minded person, and I know that the more kids you have involved in sports, hopefully the less kids we'll have in jail or on drugs or whatever. We have ballparks and walking trails and building a soccer field, and we work hard now. I've got people hired that keeps things clean and working over there, because any given night during softball and baseball season, there's over 400 kids at our ballparks, in our walking trails and our swimming pool and things, that we got tennis courts. Last year, '08, in February, we had a tornado, and it was a bad one. It got part of our hospital, got all of our ambulance service, got our only firehouse, our only big firehouse in town, and it was right at the edge of the school. And we had one fatality and about 5 or 6 injuries, but people all worked together, and we finally got back on our feet until a snowstorm come with 18 inches. Then here come 2 floods. Then we finally got back on our feet again, started back to work, and of course here come '09. In January of this year, the 26th, come the worst ice storm that I've ever seen in my life. We're right now in the cleanup process, which will probably take us, I thought maybe we cleaned up 2 months, but I believe it's going to take us 6 to get completely done. Because there's so many different things that come upon you, like you being here right now, you're the 3rd meeting I had this morning. And it may just be over the airport commission, things they want to do out there, the water commission, the planning and zoning. The first thing this morning early, I was with the police chief on some things that we've got going on. It's just something all the time, and you think, well, where's my mind at today? Like right now, I've got FEMA guys trying to come in Adam, that's the Arkansas Department of Emergency Management, and you got the FEMA people who's through the federal government to try to help us, the cities and the counties and people that need help. I don't see how FEMA stays together, because while they're sitting here, it's coming a tornado in Georgia, or a flood somewhere, or a sliding off out in California, mudslides and things. And of course, in Colorado, you got those avalanches, you know, and they come to try to help people, and they do a good job. We're not too fast here even yet. We're kind of laid back and try to be friendly. You know, we try to treat people like we want to be treated, and we try to speak to everybody, and we love everybody, you know, and like everybody. I just want to be fair. Once you set that precedence, or whatever you want to call it, that word, then you know you need to think before you set that. And then, because if I do something to help you, then I need to help the next person. If it's the same thing, I need to help those people too. We still got doctors that make house calls. The taxes are cheaper, I guess, here too. That right there probably draw a lot of people. Our taxes are not that high. I'm talking about your real estate and your personal property taxes. It's not that high, so you know, I don't know what you pay to get your vehicle license, but to get your vehicle license right here, you've got to have a special license to spend $33 a year for. Most of them are $23, and I'd be willing to bet yours is $600, $500. Yeah. See the difference just in little things like that you just don't realize. You know, you ain't gonna be here very long. You know, you're born and you die. So in between, you need to try to. I think you need to try to be worth something to the community where you live. I don't know. It's just, I just want to see Mountain View do good. And to me, if you're not moving forward, you're sliding back. It's a good place to live. Come see us.